Go Catch a Goose, Chapter 2. A text message, purportedly from Ochiko Uradaka.
Deku, we shouldn't see each other anymore. I got drunk a few weeks ago and woke up in a motel and now I'm pregnant. I'm so stupid I don't even remember the guy's name, but it's my responsibility and I don't want to drag you down. I can't be a hero much longer anyways, so you can't see me anymore.
Deku gaped at his phone. In the face of the blue light glare and raw words laid out before him, he couldn't even blink. His hands trembled, not from reading her mess of typos more than 15 times, but that he had called her, asked her to marry him. Uradaka blabbered, "What?" And the line went dead. Wretched silence. Her message reappeared on his screen. "She hung up on me!" Deku called again. This was bad. He had a feeling something was up, but pregnant with no father in sight was far worse than he could have imagined. The hero industry skewed heavily male in the first place, and maternity issues didn't help. Serious dangers of injury, miscarriage, and birth defects meant pregnant women absolutely could not do this job. Worse, the hours remained infamously unaccommodating after giving birth. It was one of Japan's most competitive fields. Many women retired from hero work to start families, often under pressure from relatives, public opinion, and their employer. Illegal in the case of the employer, but it happened. Ring, ring. His horror magnified at a pre-recorded, "Please leave a message." Did she block me? No, don't do this. Uradaka, please. Deku hung up, called again. Unavailable. These past few weeks, he'd been too indecisive to visit her, while she'd been stewing over it all by herself. Every time she ignored his messages or said she was tired, this, the prospect of her life in shambles, had been why. Uradaka said she wouldn't see him again. Was she planning to disappear rather than face the stigma of being a single mother? Deku knew people could be awful, muttering about his mom when she wasn't around. He recalled Uradaka from a few weeks ago, a half-empty beer mug in front of her. She'd flushed red from her neck to her ears, but she was still sane. Not drunk enough to get in bed with a stranger, but what the heck did he know? They'd never talked about sex. Please leave a message. Okay, not answering calls. Try text. Please, talk to me, Uradaka. He opened the text box and froze to the sight of her message. What am I supposed to say to her? The phone buzzed in his hands. Incoming call. Hello, Uradaka? It's Tsuyu. Midoriya, when is All Might's birthday? What an irrelevant... June 10th, it's this Friday. If you want to send an email to his old UA address, you're just in time. Deku spat out over the urge to immediately hang up. Tsuyu was not who he needed to talk to. Listen, this isn't a good time for me. Sorry, I'll be brief. I needed to confirm your identity. I got a strange call from Ochiko saying she thinks your phone has been hacked. Did you just ask her to marry you? He jolted. The conversation suddenly mattered. No! Yes! My phone hasn't been hacked. It was me. Ribbit? Did she tell you? He cut himself off before revealing highly personal information. Tsuyu might or might not have heard, and Deku needed to find the right words. Did she tell you what happened? Basically. Thank goodness she knew about the baby. I'm serious. I want to marry her. Midoriya? The chill in Tsuyu's voice raised the hair on his neck. I think you're a good guy, but that's creepy. What? You and Ochiko aren't dating. No matter what the circumstances are, you can't ask her to marry you out of absolutely nowhere. It was so obvious. Deku's jaw dropped. He'd panicked, and instead of taking 2 seconds to think, he spat out a marriage proposal. That's why she hung up on me. Oh no, I shouldn't have asked her so soon. It's not appropriate at all. What do I do? Tsuyu! Now she won't even answer the phone. Silence held over the line, and then Tsuyu let out a long breath. Why don't you ask her out? She likes you, so I'm sure she'll say yes. You mean like, on a date? Like, to be my girlfriend? Yes, that's usually what it means. But, you think that's okay? Like with her situation, she'll really agree? I don't think what you said was smart, but if you apologize and ask normally, you won't have a problem. I see. Gears clicked in Deku's head. Tsuyu had to know Uradaka better than he did, and if she was confident it would work, he never would have thought of dating. Marriage was better, but dating was the first step to getting there. Not to mention, unmarried couples could have babies too. You're right. That's a really good idea, but She still won't answer her phone. How about I call her back and tell her your phone wasn't hacked? Give me 2 minutes and then you can try again. 2 minutes. Understood. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tsuyu ended the call. Deku took a deep breath. He was going to do this right. By some miracle, Tsuyu had bought him a second chance, and he needed to calm down and take a few steps back. Marriage was a serious decision, especially in Uraraka's situation. He had to convince her.